Good afternoon and welcome to Blendertainment. I'm your host, Andy Sullivan. Yesterday, Jalen Hurts won the MVP in what Kansas City would probably like to forget because they got thrashed. 40-22 in what the non-Noman, damn it, I did it again. People who don't know Roman numerals called it Super Bowl licks. Super Bowl 59, in case you didn't know. But yeah, the Chiefs would probably like to forget about that. And a lot of Chiefs fans would like to forget about that. In other news, Kendrick Lamar, the halftime show. Well, I'm not a huge rap guy, but I've heard and I've seen worse. I have heard and seen worse. I mean, there's, of course, you had the obligatory beef in there, shot at Drake. Yeah, it's funny. He and his people said that. Did they say that he wasn't going to play Not Like Us, or did Drake's people say, hey, we're going to sue if he plays? So we'll see what comes out of that. That ought to be fun. Oh, and next year's odds, of course, for the Super Bowl are already out. Every time a championship game ends, the odds for the next year come out immediately, and the Chiefs are the odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl next year. It always baffles me as to why the team that didn't just win the title is not the favorite to win the next year. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, that is, I guess, your last football for, well, I'd say the year, but till June, July, August, when all the preseason stuff starts. And now, before we get into NASCAR, let's just go ahead and get into NASCAR. The NASCAR schedule for Daytona, of course, the Daytona 500 is Sunday. Duel number 1 is Thursday night, February 13th. Day before Valentine's Day, by the way, guys with girlfriends and wives. Just a little heads up for you. And Duel 2, of course, will follow shortly after Duel 1, February 13th at 6 p.m. Duel 2, February 13th at 7:45 p.m. The Daytona 500, well, I'll get to that. Of course, the duels, that sets, if you don't know, if you're new to NASCAR, the duels set your front row, the two dual races, they set your front row. The Daytona 500 will be Sunday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. The next race, the race after the Daytona, the Ambetter Health 400, is going to be Sunday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. And after that, you got the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix. So that is your NASCAR to begin the season. WWE. Friday, February 6th, the WWE released AOP, Paul Ellering, Sonya Deville, Blair Davenport, Cedric Alexander. Sonya, whose contract was not renewed, surprised me the most. She led the group Pure Fusion Collective, shortened PFC, who've been featured heavily on Raw for the last few weeks. I was not really a PFC fan, but I don't know. I dig Sonya. I mean, especially after all she went through with the stalker issue. Just it's a bad deal. And will any of those releases get picked up by anyone else? NXT's Isla Dawn was released Saturday morning, as were Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They join the elite club of those who were released twice by the same company, do Gallows and Anderson. I don't know if that's something that you that's probably not a badge of honor that they carry. Excuse me. And Giovanna Vinci, excuse me, was also released Saturday morning. Now, Vinci, they tried with him after they split Imperium up. They tried with him, but not very hard. They gave him what did he have, one match where, no, I think he had two matches where he got squashed by the same guy. It's not cool, man. That's oh, and a little nugget about the Super Bowl that I left off. Only 3 starting quarterbacks have won a national championship and a Super Bowl. Joe Namath, Joe Montana, and now Jalen Hurts. Now, Raw tonight, let me get onto this. Rey Mysterio will battle Logan Paul in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Logan Paul will win, spoiler alert. And Logan Paul will eliminate John Cena in the Chamber, spoiler alert, to set up, again, spoiler alert, John Cena versus Logan Paul in John Cena's final WrestleMania match. I don't think that should be his final WrestleMania match, but at least it's not Kurt Angle's final match against Baron Corbin. And also tonight, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley will collide in a Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Big fan of both, so I'm cool with whoever wins. I'm thinking Bayley will probably win because Lyra will probably have to defend the Intercontinental Championship. That would be what the smart money would tell you. So Lyra will probably win. AJ Styles will return to Raw tonight. Dakota Kai and Io Sky will face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. CM Punk gears up for Elimination Chamber. That's it for Raw. That's okay. Raw is what, 2.5 hours now? I don't watch it live. I watch it Tuesday morning. And honestly, watching it delayed, I think is better. I don't know if there's any glitches now. Used to people were talking, when Raw started on Netflix, they were talking about glitches. I don't know if there are any now, but like I said, just watch it the next day and you won't have to worry about that. This Sunday, February 16th, One Night, 50 Years in the Making. Sunday night, February 16th at 7 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. SNL 50. Pete Davidson, Andy Samberg, Eddie Murphy, Amy Poehler, Jimmy Fallon, Fred Armisen, Molly Shannon, Garrett Morris, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Maya Rudolph, Chevy Chase, Chris Rock, Kenan Thompson, Seth Meyers. Basically, anybody who is anybody on the SNL, in the SNL world and lexicon over the past 50 years will be on this show. So if you can't watch it live, and I can watch it live, but I prefer on Peacock because my NBC is SD. That's how you can watch, by the way, that's how you can watch the Super Bowl next year, because the Super Bowl is on NBC. This year I found out they could watch the Super Bowl on Tubi in HD, so that was cool. Today on Kelly, Captain America Anthony Mackie and Matt Eisman, Alan Cumming, Ben Barnes, and Chef Scott share a Super Bowl recovery recipe. And as far as the rest of the week, hang on, let me walk with me here. All right. Let's see. Today on Kelly, well, I already told you about that. Anthony Mackie, Alan Cumming. Excuse me. And tonight, The Voice, Blind Auditions Part 2. I've been watching The Voice. I watched it last week. I knew I was going to watch this season because big fan of one of the judges, Kelsey Ballerini, this season. Tonight show tonight, Betty Gilpin, Mary Ellen Matthews, and a performance by Adam Lambert. Coleman Domingo and Paula Pell on Seth Meyers. Kimmel has Zoe Saldana, Patrick Schwarzenegger. Tomorrow, on GMA, well, they don't want to give the guests. John Lithgow on Live. Podcaster Alex Cooper. Is she the one? I think she's the one, I believe, that does the Call Me Daddy podcast. I think. I don't listen to that one. Actually, I don't listen a lot of podcasts, but let's see what else tomorrow has. Kelly Clarkson has got John LaRoquette and Kane Brown. This week, 6 p.m. Tuesday night, which is tomorrow night, is Tennessee at Kentucky. Now, Kentucky, I'm one of those fans. Bitten by the injury bug, but trying to get everything back to good. I don't watch Colbert. Kimmel has Tuesday night Anthony Mackie, Lizzie Kaplan. Fallon's got Fred Armisen, Jaylen Brown from the champion Eagles. Wednesday, afternoon, Kelly Clarkson has Morris Chestnut. Wednesday night, TV Wednesday night, kind of sparse. You guys watch, oh man, what's that Hulu show? The futuristic presidential Hulu. Yeah, okay, we'll go back to that. Because my brain is not working. Let's see, Wednesday night. Not much on Wednesday night. Now, Tuesday night, it's supposed to be the season finale of High Potential. I've been watching High Potential on recording since the Cats games. Although I will say that I like that the Cats games have been starting earlier. Kentucky's ball games have been usually at 6 o'clock, which I think is great. I like them a whole lot better than those 8 o'clock games, and that, especially that early season game that started at 8:30, and we had one that started at 9, I think. Yeah, that crap's for the birds. I don't like it. I do not like that. Did not like that at all. Thursday, Questlove is going to be on Kelly and Mark Thursday, discussing the documentary Sly Lives. I hope that is on Peacock. I hope that documentary is on Peacock because I'd like to see it. And also Thursday on the Kelly Clarkson Show, Christina Ricci, Danny Ramirez, Harlem Ice, and Thursday night, Renee Zellweger is going to be on the Tonight Show, Halsey and the Lumineers. Now, the Lumineers are going to be performing, so Halsey's just going to talk. That'll be because, she's a singer too. So it'll be interesting to see and hear what Halsey's been up to and honestly see what she looks like, because Halsey is a chameleon. I have no idea. She's always changing. Always change your look. So that's Thursday night on the Tonight Show. Check that out. And Friday, by the way, Friday is Valentine's Day. I'm going to tell you once again. So, guys out there, don't forget about your ladies. Ladies, you can forget about your guys. I don't know. Do you do that? Do you do anything for them? For Valentine's Day? I'm sure you do. I'm just messing around. Just messing around because I don't have one. Kelly and Mark Friday. The Love Show is back with Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin. Ugh. Sorry, they just kind of... ugh. They seem a little put on to me, a little Hollywood, which, I mean, they have been on housewife shows, so of course they're Hollywood. And Friday night, okay. Friday night, there's Happiest Place, but they're repeats. Because I guess, people gotta go out to eat for Valentine's Day, right? Friday night, that is when, now the duels, as I told you earlier, are like 6 o'clock on Wednesday. The truck race, the first truck race, is the first truck race of the season. The Fresh from Florida 250 is 6:30 Friday night. The NASCAR Xfinity Series race, hang on, I've got to look at that because it is on the CW, and for the second year in a row, we do not have the CW because, quite frankly, I don't know if Dish Network is, well, anyway, we don't have the CW. It's not offered I don't think it's offered in the package that we have. So, okay, the Xfinity Series, the champion is Justin Allgaier. A little background here. Did you know that the Xfinity Series inaugural season was 1982? Of course, it was the Busch Grand National Series back then. All practices, all qualifying sessions, and all 33 races can be found exclusively on the CW network. No other network partner will broadcast the Xfinity Series, putting the Stars of Tomorrow on one network that most people do not get. How stupid was that by NASCAR? Come on. That's just dumb. Just dumb. NASCAR Sports announced June 11th that 3 Cup Series races and 1 Xfinity race will be on Peacock in 2024. The July 6th Xfinity Series Chicago Street Race, the July 7th Cup Series Chicago Street Race, the August 24th Gulf Zero 400, and the November 10th season finale. You're asking yourself, why aren't all of the Cup races that are on NBC on Peacock? Well, that is what I've been asking myself for years. But anyway, so there you have it. You've got your TV lineup for the week. You've got your NASCAR lineup for the week. You've got your Kentucky basketball. Now, Western Kentucky is, let me check this out. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are 8-0. Western Kentucky basketball is 8 of 12. That's 8 of 12. That's not good, man. 5-6 in conference, 14-10 overall. The only 2 behind them are FIU and Sam Houston. The game this week, or games this week, no, February 1st, which was their last game, they got beat by Kennesaw State 76-69. Their next game let's see, February 8th was, they got beat by 2 by Jacksonville State. Their next game is the 22nd. No, excuse me. Their next game is the 15th. They've got Middle Tennessee. And then Thursday the 20th, Sam Houston. 22nd, La Tech. 27th, UTEP. March 1st, New Mexico State. March 6th, FIU. And March 8th, Liberty. Not looking good for Western. Not looking good for Western Kentucky at all, honestly. So that is your sports wrap for the week. That's your Blendertainment for the week. I've been your host, Andy Sullivan. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And I will catch you hopefully next Monday. I know I kind of vamp as far as which days I do this vlog, but hopefully Mondays. But just depends on schedule, and I'll check back in with you guys next week. Until then, be kind, be cool, be courageous, and peace out.